Some experiments stand out for their profound implications, offering unsettling glimpses into life's complexities. One such experiment, conducted in the late 50s and early 60s, resonates with chilling relevance today. This is the story of Universe 25 by ethologist John B. Calhoun. Calhoun at the National Institute of Mental Health studied population density's effects on behavior. He believed rodents' responses to overcrowding could provide insights into the human condition. Universe 25 became a stark warning about unchecked growth and societal decay. Among the behaviors observed were changes in mating patterns and a notable rise in homosexual interactions. These shifts in behavior provided further insight into the complex dynamics of overcrowded societies. Calhoun's Universe 25 was not a singular endeavor, but rather the culmination of a series of experiments. He meticulously designed and constructed a series of enclosed habitats, each more elaborate than the last, to observe rat populations under controlled conditions. Each iteration of his experiment was designated as a new universe, hence the name Universe 25. What made Universe 25 particularly significant was that it represented the 25th iteration of Calhoun's research. In each preceding experiment, Calhoun observed disturbing patterns of social breakdown and population collapse even when resources were plentiful. Universe 25 was designed to test whether these patterns would hold true under seemingly ideal conditions. The results were strikingly consistent across all 25 iterations, painting a bleak picture of the potential pitfalls of unchecked population growth. Even with abundant resources, Calhoun's rats consistently exhibited signs of social dysfunction, violence, and ultimately population collapse. Imagine a world tailored to a rat's every need, a rodent utopia. This was the essence of Calhoun's Universe 25. He constructed a spacious, temperature-controlled enclosure, a veritable paradise for its inhabitants. Food and water were provided in abundance, eliminating the need for competition. Nesting boxes, designed for comfort and security, lined the walls, offering ample space for breeding and rearing young. Diseases were kept at bay through meticulous hygiene, and predators were, of course, non-existent. In this idyllic setting, Calhoun introduced a small group of healthy rats, 4 pairs to be exact, and eagerly observed their behavior. Initially, the rats thrived in their newfound paradise. They reproduced rapidly, their numbers doubling every 55 days. The rats exhibited all the hallmarks of a healthy population, busily building nests, raising their young, and establishing social hierarchies. As the rat population in Universe 25 continued to surge, a sinister transformation began to take hold. The once harmonious society started to unravel, devolving into a chaotic and violent dystopia. The abundance that had initially fostered growth now fueled a descent into chaos. Overcrowding, once a distant threat, became an oppressive reality. Rats jostled for space, their once pristine habitat now littered with waste and the stench of decay. The social order, once clearly defined, crumbled as competition for resources, particularly nesting sites, intensified. Aggression, once a rarity, became commonplace. Males, their natural instincts warped by the stress of overcrowding, fought viciously for dominance, often injuring or even killing their rivals. Females, overwhelmed by the demands of constant reproduction, became increasingly neglectful of their young, sometimes even abandoning or attacking their offspring. Section 5. The behavioral sink. As the social fabric of Universe 25 continued to fray, Calhoun observed a phenomenon he termed the behavioral sink. This chilling concept described the aberrant and often self-destructive behaviors that emerged as the rat population spiraled out of control. One of the most striking aspects of the behavioral sink was the rise in social withdrawal. Many rats, overwhelmed by the chaos and violence of their surroundings, retreated into a state of apathetic isolation. They lost interest in mating, caring for their young, or even defending themselves. Another disturbing trend was the emergence of hyper-aggressive behavior, particularly among males. These alpha males, as Calhoun called them, exhibited extreme territoriality and aggression, often attacking any rat that dared to enter their domain. Their aggression, however, was often misdirected, targeting females and even their own offspring. Section 6. Echoes of collapse. The societal collapse witnessed in Universe 25 was not a sudden cataclysmic event, but rather a gradual erosion of social norms, ultimately leading to the population's demise. As the behavioral sink deepened, the very foundations of rat society crumbled. The birth rate plummeted as females lost their capacity for maternal care, often neglecting or even cannibalizing their young. Infant mortality soared, with many newborns dying from starvation, neglect, or violence. The once vibrant and expanding population began to dwindle, its growth curve reversing course as deaths outnumbered births. The rats that did survive often bore the scars of their dystopian existence. Many exhibited signs of physical and psychological trauma, including bite marks, missing fur, and listless behavior. They moved through their once utopian world with an air of apathy and despair, devoid of the energy and social cohesion that had characterized their ancestors. Section 7. The abundance paradox. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of Universe 25 was that the collapse occurred despite an abundance of resources. Food, water, and nesting materials were readily available, yet the rats succumbed to their own internal chaos. Calhoun's experiment challenged the prevailing notion that scarcity was the primary driver of societal collapse. Instead, Universe 25 suggested that unlimited resources, combined with overcrowding and social breakdown, could create a toxic mix that undermined the very instincts necessary for survival. In the absence of challenges and the need for cooperation, the rats turned on themselves, their natural social structures disintegrating into a maelstrom of violence and despair. This abundance paradox, as some have called it, has chilling implications for modern human societies. As we grapple with the challenges of overpopulation and resource depletion, Calhoun's work serves as a stark reminder that material prosperity alone does not guarantee societal well-being. Section 8. A warning from the rats. The legacy of Universe 25 is complex and unsettling. Calhoun's experiment offers a powerful cautionary tale about unchecked growth and social cohesion. Societies can crumble from within due to overcrowding, isolation, and eroded values. We must heed the warning of Calhoun's rats. Progress must be tempered by understanding our social nature and fostering cooperation. The true measure of success lies in creating a just and sustainable future. As we reflect on the grim warning from Calhoun's rats, it's impossible to ignore the striking parallels to our own society. Today we witness a rise in social anxiety and depression, phenomena that bear a haunting resemblance to the behavioral sink observed in Universe 25. In our modern world, rapid urbanization and technological advancements have led to unprecedented levels of connectivity, yet many feel more isolated than ever before. Social media, meant to bring us closer, often exacerbates feelings of inadequacy and loneliness. Just like the rats in their overcrowded utopia, we find ourselves trapped in a paradox of abundance, where the sheer volume of connections can dilute the quality of our relationships. The pressures of modern life can erode our sense of community and belonging, much like the disintegration of social structures in Universe 25. The rat's descent into chaos serves as a stark reminder that mental well-being hinges on meaningful social interactions and a supportive environment. As we navigate the complexities of contemporary life, it's crucial to foster spaces that promote genuine connection and mental health. By learning from the past and understanding the importance of social cohesion, we can strive to build a future that nurtures both individual and collective well-being.